EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Frank, it's just amazing what can be done today. Where you can build golf courses. On the moon? I mean, that's what this looks like here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada.
And obviously it's an experience, too, that has to be played before you can thoroughly enjoy it. Because you just wouldn't think this is possible. If someone said you can come out to the middle of the desert and you're going to play a phenomenal golf course, you'd say it's not possible. But as these holes intertwine around in the canyon area, just wonderful vistas, huge changes in elevations. Really, it's just a fun adventure.
Now down to the Frank.
You can certainly reduce some of that yardage, 579, plus that thinner air. So it should be reachable for most of the long hitters. There's some trouble. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. I mean, that hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Oh, what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. He got robbed, Frank.
No.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Ready to tee off here at the second hole. Quite a view from up here, Frank.
Once again, big elevated tee. And it's hard to imagine to have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's you've got to be careful if you hit too straight because then you can run out. Nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you've got a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that ground. Make sure that you're on the right one.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot, well, you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels. Be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. -1 in the early going. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Well, that's for sure. It plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue. Air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Getting set now over the putt.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
And that's in for a par. 83-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. Just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9 on green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away. Beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Now the approach here at the fourth, Frank.
Just a short iron really is all that's required across this green. You can see it has a raised front, but this is more like trying to parachute a shot onto the green there, and should really be looking at a birdie opportunity there. Not much wind. Remember, you're playing in the thin air, so just judging that distance.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
So just a formality here. Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Oh, painful lip out. This is a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. He is on a roll right now. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the Billy Goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The Hughes, once again, are a dogleg to not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Setting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Well, this would be nice, Frank. I mean, you talk about jump-starting a round. If he were to make another birdie, we'd really have it going in the right direction.
You can sort of feel it too. People around there know. I've seen the birdies to this point.
Frankie took plenty of time, 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Did the job right there. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Good-looking shot right here. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this is the kind of hole that you like to drop a bag of balls and just have fun. Hit it all day long as if you were at the range. Unfortunately, you only get one crack, and you better be good. This is a tough hole.
Well, if you find the water, actually, you might get another one off there. It certainly is a tough hole, though, Rich. The stream going all the way down the left-hand side, and that wraps right around the left and behind the screen, makes that tee shot... well, it certainly makes you think about that tee shot while you're on the tee. Prudent play, aim for the right edge of the green. There's nothing wrong if you just miss the green on the right, but miss the green by a yard on the left, you pay a very steep price.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Nicely holed. 4th birdie of the day. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that shot in, that'll be sort of some 270 yards, take all the water out of play, into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Let's see what... Good.
See there after that shot.
So a tester from 4 feet. On under. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's opening here on the back nine.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder. Frank, see if he can get the hat trick here.
Oh, things are looking so good. Strokes good, swings good. Let's see if it goes in.
Really having a good day and a good run right here. 2 straight birdies, now 8 under. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Early part of his back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Good roll, good putt.
From a par 3 to a par 5 here at the 12th. It measures 560 yards, a sweeping dogleg left, and there is some trouble down that left side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich. You've got to get the ball in play because you can really rack up a good score here. That water, he's gone for a little extra.
If the player reached this par 5 in 2, there is some risk if you want that reward.
Yes, and the reward, obviously, a chance to putt for eagle here on this, the longest green on the golf course, 55 yards deep to be precise. And the risk that you're talking about, bunker and water left, and if you stray right, water on the other side. So this is one shot that you want to be coming straight out of the gate and at least hitting in the center of this green. Otherwise, well, we're not sure the outcome.
Big swing right there, and a great result, and now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Just a couple of feet. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow! So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
It requires a little bit of focus. Blemish on the scorecard, a bogey. Fourteenth hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the foam because you want to take some pictures here. Yeah. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. It's sort of 3 different tier levels and that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Little uphill to this green, Frank. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
Oh, it was so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you want to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should sit up nicely for a birdie.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
Good.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Did the job right there. Frank, you licking your chops here at the par 5, 17th hole?
Oh, why not? A chance to reach a par 5 and 2. Still, pitfalls in front of you. A little creek or stream runs across the fairway. So really limiting the distance you can hit that tee shot, but it's still reachable from just short of that creek. Find trouble off the tee, then obviously you turn it into a 3-shotter. But a good tee shot, and it's too tempting to resist not going for this green.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Good looking shot right here. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Settles in over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250-yard mark, and of course, you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood. Pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
Good contact, good result. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close.
Right. And we pick up action at the fourth. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, position to really springboard the round from here. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
So just a formality here. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par threes, a short par five, and that opening par four. Now at the fifth hole, 424-yard par four.
The first bunker on the right, not really cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Set now for the second shot, par four fifth.
Just be aware of where the flag is. If it's cut in that front section, you definitely want to carry the front of the green. Hole is a little more difficult when they start to push that flag in the back left. You can see it narrow up there.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. 18-footer.
Now putt for par. Even par currently.
Still even par for the day. Frank, the sixth here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting. Easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
No fairway here, this one in that rough. This is a 99-yard shot. It should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions.
A birdie will send him to 1 under on the lead. 2-yard par 5, 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip.
Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here so far. He had an iron in.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 3 yards. A place like this, but you also want to take some shots. You want to snap off a few pictures because it's breathtaking.
I thought you were talking about big game hunting there, were you saying you don't want to shoot these animals? They're beautiful. No, yeah, it is. It's wonderful to come up here and play golf.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Well, it's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
More play to this point. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Birdie chance here, very long.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
This can be a cruel game at times. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Stays at 1 under with that par. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Well, maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This requires a little bit of focus. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 3s and 3 par 4s. This one not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one you have to be a little bit careful though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5.
Still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically the list goes on.
Big swing right there and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. What an opportunity, a putt for eagle. Good putt and a good move, now to 4 under. There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on and take this championship.
Coverage Your Way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Smoked that one.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. Oh my goodness, Frank, did you see that? He just annihilated that.
He just threw precision out the window. This is all about brute strength, and that is miles.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Good birdie right there.
All about top 10s, top 20s. Currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. "12 feet still to go." Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
They're not far away from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies.
Just pulverize that golf ball. Good contact, good result. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Looks like it's hit.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Well, that is an acceptable.
Now,
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
it's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, high towering draw. It's going to go extra yardage because of the elevation.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
So a tester from 4 feet.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important, right?
And a good spot from which to make a move.
Chase the pack there, playing well. What a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
Of the today live on Celtic. Frank, time for the 3rd round and time for a good start.
That's right. 2 rounds in the bank. What will today have to offer?
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Chance from this to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. Good-looking shot right here. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
That is a solid par putt. Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
And this is looking really good. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
So they'll tap in. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here, a par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is will certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Frank, it may be obvious you'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Getting set now over the putt. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like this one.
Yeah, the ball's going to go further. Obviously, get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem for the player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Now a 7-footer. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
And he makes it for par. So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225-yard 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur table, but hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to stick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Starting to move now, Frank, on this leaderboard.
Certainly going all in the positive direction. He was in the middle of the pack, now top 15.
Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what are we looking at on this approach shot here at the 14th?
This 14th green just built up a little bit. Got to be careful you don't miss this green on the left side. It'll just kick all the way down, and it'll be a difficult little chip up the hill. But once again, second shot's not too long.
Good swing, good shot yet again. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Ooh, chance for birdie. A few more birdies like that, Rich. You never know, just might sneak. Placed on the podium,
in the top 10 right now. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flow.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
He's going for a little extra. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. Those are good numbers right there. 320. Frank, you tip your Hogan visor to this player because early on it appeared as though this one was headed way off the tracks.
Well, it was. And to stop the round and turn it back, and now look like he's playing even better than that. It took some doing.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So close. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Did the job right there. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards of par 4, and if you hit right off the tee, green does slope back to front. If anything, a little easier.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Oh, this lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
10-foot putt left. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So just a formality here. Drops for a par. Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Gets he a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Could he use this one? It's for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.